Look out for people trying to take advantage of this shutdown.
Scammers are already trying to take advantage of people who are worried about losing government benefits.
Y'all, there's a new scam out here in these streets, and you are not going to believe this one.
Hackers are opportunists. What they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, we see this government shutdown.
Among the top scams, according to Silicon Valley security companies, threats to take away your government benefits.
So it's the perfect time to steal someone's identity, apparently.
It's hitting folks from coast to coast. This is a scam that's been around for a while, but is reaching new levels, with federal and state authorities now urging people to be aware.
It says, do you have a minute to talk? And it came from a number she didn't have saved. Seems innocent.
Did you get a package that you didn't order? It might not be a gift, but a scam.
Whenever there is chaos, you know the scammers get creative. And with this government shutdown and people not being certain that they are going to receive their paychecks and their benefits, best believe, you can bet on it, that the scammers are sliding into people's DMs, sending emails, sending text messages, calling phones, pretending to help. And they should be ashamed of themselves, really should be. So let's take a look at these next few videos so that we can stop those scams before they even start. Take a look at this.
Cyber experts are saying, look out for people trying to take advantage of this shutdown and scam you out of money. Watch your emails, watch your phone calls. Don't give away personal information. Be very skeptical of anybody reaching out during this shutdown.
Hackers are opportunists. What they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, we see this government shutdown. There's no legitimate government organization that might be reaching out. So how about we do that? We're going to capitalize on that fear.
So I want to share these tips here. I looked up online a couple of tips. You know what? I'm going to take a screenshot, put them up on the screen. But one of the ones that stuck out to me were anything that asks for your personal details, don't do it. Links that look almost official. Phone calls claiming to be from federal offices. You know they're closed. Don't answer the phone. They're not helpers. They're scammers. And then the last one was pressure tactics. The ones that make you feel like if you don't do it right now, you're going to miss out. Don't fall for it. The offices are closed. They should not be calling you. They should not be sending you text messages and DMs and emails. Do not fall for the tricks. These are scammers. Unless you know for sure that it's legitimate. Sure, click on the link, but I am so hesitant to click on any link that I get in my emails. I always go to the main website first, see if there's anything in my inbox on those websites before I even click on an email link. Just be hesitant when it comes to those links, because once they get you and that malware is on your phone or in your computer, it's hard to fix. So just make sure that you are taking your time on a lot of these things. All right.
Among the top scams, according to Silicon Valley security companies, threats to take away your government benefits unless you hand over data, offers for money to those worried about government funds like Social Security during the shutdown, and fake job offers. In other words, preying on our anxieties.
Scammers are already trying to take advantage of people who are worried about losing government benefits like Social Security during this government shutdown. According to Silicon Valley security companies, these scammers could threaten to take away those benefits, steal your money if you don't hand over personal data, or they might make you a fake offer for money or a job. The government is not known for being easily reachable, even when they are open for business. So if you start receiving texts or emails purportedly from the government, use your spidey sense, be suspicious, don't fall for it.
Now, we know right now during this government shutdown, a lot of websites are closed. So a lot of people are being led to false websites. Do not fall for it. The websites are more than likely down. So don't put your information in. Don't put your passwords in. Don't put your account information. Don't do it. If it looks funny, it's funny. But these scammers are so good that they make things look legitimate. But just really take your time. Take a look at the real government websites and do a comparison.
So it's the perfect time to steal someone's identity, apparently. I just had a debit card opened in my name and sent to my home address, yet I've never done that for Chime. So I called them. I'm like, hey, shut this down. And they do. And they send me an email to freeze my credit, which has already been done because all my PII was leaked about 2 years ago. And this might just be residual from that. Then I tried to file a report with Identitytheft.gov. And due to the government shutdown, it's not available right now. You can't file for identity theft at the moment. So thanks, scammers, for knowing how to manipulate the system.
So not only during this government shutdown period are the scammers scamming, but they go hard during the holiday season too. So a lot of times these may be temporary things that happen, but these memories last. These pockets, if they start to hurt those pockets, that lasts. So just learn your lesson. Do not click on any QR codes. Do not click on any links. Do not send your personal information out there to who knows who. All right? So the other day I came home and I checked the mailbox. I had 5 packages. Look, I'm going to show you. 5 packages. And they all had my address on them, but they had different names. But the similarity of them were that they all were coming from this same street in New York. And I said, something ain't right. I got to look this up. So I looked it up and I found out there was a scam called brushing. Take a look at this.
Y'all, there's a new scam out here in these streets, and you are not going to believe this one. It's called brushing. So basically, you start getting random packages in the mail that you never ever ordered. That sounds harmless, right? Nope. I recently got a transitional piece in the mail for my door, and I knew this wasn't something that I ordered. So what the scammers are doing is sending these packages so that they can post fake verified reviews online, and they're usually on Amazon. So here's what you need to do. Number 1, check your Amazon account to make sure your card wasn't charged. Number 2, you want to make sure that you report it to Amazon. Number 3, you can either toss the item or keep it, but don't get caught slipping. Stay smart. Don't fall for the scam.
So that was my first time hearing about a brushing scam. Like I heard of spoofing and what is the other one? There's so many of them. But either way, no, I'm not clicking on a QR code. I'm not going to be inquisitive because you gave me a fake diamond ring. No. And you know what? Even better, throw it in the trash. That's what I need to do. I got them sitting right on over there. I'm going to throw them in the trash. They just be trying to get you, don't they? Terrible people.
Did you get a package that you didn't order? It might not be a gift, but a scam. But what if you get a box that you never ordered? Scammers are using brushing scams, which are basically scams that they send fake packages to you. In order for you to write them a review, you have to scan the QR code and then you write them a good review. So they're boosting their phony reviews. Even sneakier, scammers are actually placing fake QR codes on boxes, delivery notices, or even inside packages. And then if you scan them, you could be giving away your personal information or downloading malware. Here's how to stay safe. The first is to check your accounts. You could have been hacked, or could have accidentally bought something, or you could have been charged. So just double check your accounts. And the second is to never scan QR codes unless they're from a trusted source.
Any QR codes that you see coming from the mail or even online, don't click the links. Don't add your information. I know that's like a curiosity tactic to send all them packages at one time. But yeah, don't click those QR codes. Because once they got you, they got you. And we don't want that. Let's talk about how to spot the scams before they even get you. You ever get a text message from somebody saying, hey, how are you? And you're looking at it like, who is this person? Did I change my number in the past and they don't have it? Why are they asking me how am I? Another type of scam. Whenever I see those messages, I'm like, we're not talking. I don't know you. Because the first response that they get from me is, who is this? And if you don't respond within a good amount of time, report to junk, because that's what you are, a bunch of junk. Take a look at this.
Take a look at this text my coworker got the other day. It says, do you have a minute to talk? And it came from a number she didn't have saved. Seems innocent. But a message like this could be what experts are calling a wrong number text scam. NBC 10 Responds talked to 2 women in Philadelphia who say they've been targeted.
I received one this following week, and it was about if I could pick up their dry cleaning. There's so many of them. And
they are different area codes.
Sam Khaleesi says she thought she forgot to save somebody's number.
Wasn't sure if it was a family member or a friend who got a new number, that sort of thing. I feel like there's some type of psychology to this.
Allie Clifford runs a dog daycare in Old City. She says she's used to getting texts from unknown numbers.
The most recent one that I got was, "Hey, are you awake?" And I was like, "Yes." It wasn't even that late. It was like 7 p.m. "I would like to send you something as a thank you. What address are you at?"
In this case, Allie says she thought she was talking to a dog parent, so she sent her business address.
And there was a link for Uber Eats. I clicked it. It opened up. It was a PayPal scam.
We shared these texts with the chief technology officer at McAfee, Steve Grobman. He says scammers have one of two goals in mind with these texts. The first is to develop some kind of a relationship with you.
They'll actually take sometimes days, weeks, and even months in gaining your confidence. And that's when they shift to what can turn out to be a very damaging situation.
For example, asking for money for an emergency or an investment opportunity, neither of which are legitimate. The other goal is to see if your phone line is active.
While you might feel like you're being kind and, helping somebody out, like you're actually giving them a key piece of information, which is, I'm looking at texts, I'm willing to engage, I'm willing to respond.
Grobman adds, if you get a text from an unknown number that is legitimate or from a long lost contact, they'll find another way to get in touch with you. So here are your lessons. If you get a text from an unknown number, don't respond and don't answer questions about your personal information. Let's say you already answered. Well, then stop replying. It's not rude if you don't know the person. In a case such as Allie's, when you get a text from an unknown number for your business, ask where they got your number. And if they can't answer, you don't answer.
And then not only are you getting those relational, familiar type, "Hey, how you doing? Oh, lunch was great. We missed you." All of that fake stuff. You're getting easy pass toll text messages. You're getting state ticket messages. Lies. Lies they tell. These are scams. Take a look at this.
If you've recently got a text telling you to pay an unpaid toll fee, you're not alone in that. These messages are likely part of the latest so-called smishing scam sweeping the country. The texts are intended to trick people into giving away sensitive information.
It's hitting folks from coast to coast. This is a scam that's been around for a while, but is reaching new levels with federal and state authorities now urging people to be aware. These fake texts are often sent from an international number demanding immediate payment for those unpaid tolls, sometimes including a dollar amount supposedly owed. And this is the important part here. The text will include a link to pay up. Officials are urging people not to click it. It's an attempt to gain access to your bank or credit card information, and clicking it could let scammers see other personal information like passwords and PIN numbers. Officials are also warning it could lead to identity theft as well, Tony.
So, Nancy, what should people do if they get one of these texts?
Officials say don't respond, don't click on any links from unknown senders, delete and report the message. You can also use your phone's report junk option to do that. It's there if you need it. And if you're unsure, reach out to the state's tolling agency website or a phone number you know is real. Always good to double check.
Listen, the scammers are out here working harder than ever. Don't make it easy for them. Protect your pockets, protect your peace. If anything sounds too good to be true, it usually is. So let's keep each other informed, encouraged, protected during this time. Now, not only during the government shutdown do we have to be leery about a lot of things that come through on our phones and our computers and in the mail, but all year long, especially during chaotic periods like this government shutdown, the holidays, things where you are distracted. Just make sure that you are staying up to date on a lot of things that are going on right now, and just be vigilant. You want to move wisely, stay alert, and always remember your awareness is power. So we want to be aware of everything. Let's stay connected, let's stay informed, and let's stay protected. So if you have any additional tips, feel free to put them down in the comments. If you know about any additional scams that were not mentioned in this video, put them in the comments. They are helpful. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video.